So I posted some sequence breaking glitches on the channel before, but I wanted to show the ones that were streamed at the end of the Vinesauce RE2 mod on Benny's channel without the mod applied, and also explain a little bit of the process. I'll also include any of the ones I posted on my channel before or streamed to compile them all in one video. This will probably be the last Resident Evil 2 related thing I do in a while, as I want to go back on some old event breaks I did with Code Veronica, and then try out some other games and see what I find. I wouldn't be able to do this without Gemini's classic Rebirth patch for the SourceNext version of Resident Evil 2, which allows use of the debug menu. If you're interested in trying this for yourself or the other work Gemini has done with the PC ports of Resident Evil games, you can check out the link in the description below. Breaking events with the debug menu involves using the jump feature to go to areas out of sequence. This isn't as easy as it sounds though, because the areas are divided into sets. You can't just jump to the lab from the gun shop. So you have to progress in the game a little bit in order to get to later areas in the game. This is helped by the debug, which allows you to set inventory items to get through puzzles faster. Going backwards in the areas with cutscenes can cause some weird things to happen. It can be just characters disappearing, parts of the room being gone, or character positions being completely changed, which has hilarious results.
Ada, wait!
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
And what are you doing here?
I'm looking for some guy named Ben.
No,
He's one of those...
And even if I did, why would I want to tell you? Okay, I say we leave him in there. Does anyone know where they put the key to this cell?
I have it right here, officer. But I'm not about to leave this cell. Those zombies aren't the only things crawling around out there.
What was that?
Like I said, I'm not leaving this cell.
These event breaks are made even weirder if, for example, you jump to the part where you play as a character like Ada, and then jump backwards to an area with a cutscene where you're supposed to meet her.
Sorry about that. When I saw the uniform, I thought you were another zombie.
Who are you?
Ada Wong.
What do you want?
Jumping around with the partner character causes all sorts of weird things to happen, mostly involving swapping out the main playable character.
And it's all Umbrella's
None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him. Where did you get that pendant? It looks exactly like the one I gave Sherry.
She dropped it. I've been holding on to it for her.
Liar! Give it back to me!
Too bad.
Ada! What was that all about? Running off like that was reckless and stupid. Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
Leon! That woman was... I have to talk to her.
You'll see a lot of these with Ada since she had more of a presence in the game on Leon's side than Sherry was for Claire's side of the game. There wasn't a whole lot I could get out of jumping around with Sherry.
Welcome back.
Another thing that happened while jumping around with Ada was her model just exploding. For some rooms, her model would be fine. Others, the model would just stretch all over the place. It seems like this happened if you got to Ada's part of the game first, then jump to an area where Leon gets partnered with Ada. After that, you would most likely get the model glitching out and sometimes crashing the game. Something else is jumping to the save room with Ada before Leon is supposed to do a boss fight and then carrying an injured Ada to the save room. For some reason the game doesn't know what to do during the cutscenes, so she just runs around endlessly. On Claire's side, there wasn't a whole lot I could get out of jumping around. I did, however, come across some hilarious model swaps that happen while jumping in the areas that you would normally play as Sherry. Waiting until you play as Sherry and jumping backwards to areas where you're partnered with Sherry normally results in two Sherrys.
Wait! Let me go! Easy, easy there! I'm not a zombie! You're safe now. Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
Sherry!
thing that can be done on either Leon or Claire's side of the game is jumping to the final boss fight and activating the countdown timer, then jumping backwards. If you have the timer going during a cutscene, you may see things on the "You Died" screen that you wouldn't normally see.
No one will take it from me. This is the most significant piece of research my husband has ever left in my hands.
Stop it! Sherry's in serious trouble. William implanted her with his embryos. There's no telling when they'll pupate. And if that happens, then Sherry won't...
What? William... William, you're alive.
Speaking of dying, you can actually jump out of the death screen into another area. This results in the menu showing the fine status, even though animation-wise your character is clearly injured. For some reason, the character also breaks the boundaries of the pre-rendered rooms they're in, meaning you can walk through walls or walk over parts you normally aren't supposed to. For a final thing, here's the inside of the dog kennel. I don't quite remember how I got the save of being inside the cage while the dog was still in there, but I think it had to do with using the glitches that happened after jumping around during a death screen. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed spending the time to find all these weird and wonderful event-breaking glitches. If you have some comments or suggestions for games I should look into, leave them down below. And keep an eye out for similar videos in the future.